Hey everybody, it's Cody here from One Up Film Crew, and in this case, One Up Gaming, and I'm here bringing you some footage of DayZ Battle Royale. If you don't know what that is, it's a mod for the other mod called DayZ, and I'll explain it in depth a little bit later. So we're going to start off here, obviously, and my game plan is to head southwest into this little cove area, and there I'm going to find a boat. Once I find this boat, I'm going to head out of that cove area and head south along the coastline until I find the airstrip. And from there, I'm going to start getting some loot, because that's where most of the good loot spawns. I'm going to do it this way because getting the boat would give me a little edge on other people and give me a little bit more time. So, to explain DayZ Battle Royale, it is... the easiest way to describe it is a DayZ Hunger Games. A lot of people may have seen Hunger Games for Minecraft, and someone had the greatest idea to actually implicate DayZ and the Hunger Games together. So here we go. The round is starting in 30 seconds, and we are about to run southwest, just like I told you in my plan. So, for those of you that don't know what the map is called, it is called Kulima or Kulima. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but hopefully I'm right. And we're about to be leaving in just 10 seconds. Just to let you guys know now, I am recording this audio over my footage that I've already taken. And run, Wabbits, run. That's exactly what we're doing. So, in just a second, I'm going to be picking up the speed of the video so that I'm not showing all the boring running part. Because as you can see, you can't run this fast in DayZ. This is definitely all sped up. So this is just showing what direction I'm going, which is southwest. And here are the rock formations right up ahead on where the boat's going to be. And as you can see, right down there, there's the boat that I'm going to be in. So I skipped some of the boring parts of me swimming and getting to the boat, and now I'm driving the boat. And like I said, I'm down the coastline. The land is to my right, and the rest of the ocean is to my left. I definitely did not mean to do this, but I put it in just to let you guys see my mistake. And because of when you are holding down shift and making the boat go a little bit faster, the front of the boat raises up, so you can't really see very well in front of you. So this is where I'm landing, and right over there is the airfield. I'm going to be heading right over there right now. If any of you played DayZ, just regular DayZ, you might know that there's breaks in the fence, and here there isn't really any breaks over the fence, so it's a good idea to go all the way around the ocean. Here's a truck that spawns here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this into the hangar right in front of us. And the reason for doing this is so that anyone that does know that this truck spawns in that area, they won't really know that it's there. They might have think it's taken. Here's some blood bags, and I'm taking these for later because I'm fairly sure that you can blood bag yourself during any time that you might have been wounded. And look at this, a nice M24. I really do like this sniper rifle, and I'm not the biggest for sniping, but I thought that keeping some distance between me and an enemy that's trying to kill me is probably a good idea. So, here we go, and over into the radio tower, and I'm just looting some more. Possibly a little bit boring, but I tried to move through this as quickly as possible for you guys. An MRE, I definitely wanted to pick this up. Why? Because it heals the most amount of blood from any other food type that you can choose. And if you hear explosions, right here there's a little red circle. That's showing that there's a random carpet bombing, and that's where the carpet bombing is being held at. So all the explosions you're hearing aren't really players, it's just the server dropping bombs around me. Here's a PDW that I'm going to use as my secondary. 60 rounds for a secondary I thought was a pretty good idea, and surprisingly I actually found some more rounds for my M24, which is amazing because I wasn't expecting to find that at all here. And that helicopter is dropping loot. Hey cow, how you doing? So I'm skipping back to my truck, and I am heading out and getting out of here, hopefully to find someone to fight or battle, because this is Battle Royale. As you may see, my window is slightly damaged, and that was from just a little mishap with a wall. Did not show that. So I'm going to be coming over here, and there's some barracks that I'm going to be looking through to find another weapon or something. And as you can see, I also sped up this footage because this is a little bit boring, but try to make it as fast and interesting as possible. Found another sniper rifle, but I'm not used to that, and I've never used it before, so I wasn't going to start using something I haven't used before in a situation like this. I wasn't sure if that was a secondary or primary, so I didn't really touch that. And I opened up this door to find what frankly is my favorite weapon in this game, the M14 aim point. I've always really liked the M14, and I guess I just went with that one instead of a sniper rifle. So that was that. And back into my vehicle, and I'm going to be leaving. I skipped some of that footage of just getting out because it was really slow. And as you can see, there's some explosions going around, so obviously I must be in that that carpet bomb area, which kind of can get scary sometimes. But as you can see as well, I sped up this footage of me driving. Don't worry, these vehicles do not move this fast. And that dirt bike, when I first saw it, I really thought that was a person, and I kind of got a little nervous right there, and I was gonna run them over, and I didn't. So as you can see, that's my first contact with human life since I have left the spawn point. And so out of the vehicle I go, and I'm going to get into, well, just battle mode. I'm gonna fire a few shots here. Some warning shots, I suppose, saying, hey, I'm not going to try to be friendly. I mean, I am trying to win. In actual DayZ, I am nothing like this. I actually try to be as friendly as possible, and rules are basically fire when fired upon. But here, it's a whole different story. This is Battle Royale. So, after these few warning shots I've used and fired, attracted to some friends or zombies, and I had to take care of that problem. I sped up this footage because it must have been a little boring just watching me go, but I didn't really want to skip out on showing the footage of this fight, so I kept it in there. As you can see, there's a guy running into the woods, and I was shooting at someone over by the vehicle, so that was the guy that I was shooting at. I get down, and then there's not much to see from there, and so I change positions and I start looking, and if you can see it, there actually is a guy right there, and that's the opposite side that I just saw that last guy run. So in my mind right now, as I was playing, I'm thinking that there might possibly be two people, or he just circled around and tried to flank me or something. I'm not exactly sure. So I tried to flank around because I just shot at him, and Canada Never Die was killed. So that was my first kill of the game. The game actually doesn't count this kill because he bled out instead of me actually shooting the kill shot. So if you see that later, that's why. And you can hear his body because of the flies, and you can even see a little glimpse of it right below me. He had a coyote backpack. And I sped this up because I'm running around looking to see if I really did see another person. And just to make this clear, I'm sorry about the white in the trees. I'm not exactly sure what that is. It's just, I guess, a rendering problem in the game. Kind of looks like it has a little bit of snow on it, but I guess there's no really way for me to fix that. I've actually tried before. So I'm just running around seeing if there was another person, and all of a sudden I actually do see someone else. So this is actually kind of a boring kill because he never fired back, but Cow Die, I suppose. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce your name, but he was my second kill of the game, and that one actually does count as my kill. And I'm just gonna look at his gear real quick, let you guys see what he had. Nothing here that I believe that I needed. So I just kind of skipped back, and I'm going to go show the footage of what this other guy had, along with also taking his backpack because I in fact do not have one. So there's his body. Canada will never die. And I'm definitely taking that backpack. So I'm going to look through his backpack and see what he had on him, and he had an HK G36A2. It's not really something I want, and I'd rather take the sniper rifle that he had because that'll give me a lot longer of a shot just in case for later. I'm also going to take his UIZ for multiple reasons. One, my truck had a damaged windshield and I could barely see out of it, and for two, it is a lot better off-road. So it definitely seemed like a better idea to take. So now I'm going to be heading back to the airstrip, as you can see right here, and I'm going to be in search for some other players to get a little PvP action. Why? Because if you don't already know, this map has a circle, a blue circle that goes around it on your map when you look at it, and that's the boundaries of where you can go, and if you go out of that, bad things start to happen. So that circle is kind of big at this moment, and it's more towards this airstrip. So I head here and search for other players, and also to pick up my old sniper rifle that I dropped off earlier. I looked through this ammo box to see if it had any DMR mags, because that's the kind of weapon that I'm using, or it takes the same mags as a DMR. And also I take this M24 back strictly because, one, I'm more familiar with that rifle, and two, it uses the same ammunition type as my M14. And as you just saw, there's another vehicle here, so I'm gonna head back and try to get a little advantage over the people that might have not seen me. I'm hoping that they didn't see me, and they just drive right past, so I'm gonna try to get a little attack on them first and let them know I'm here. So I fire a warning shot and hoping that they will turn around. I'm going to switch to my sniper rifle because they are getting a little bit of distance from me, and I switch my ammunition type, or I decompress the mag, I suppose, and I'm going to head up this hill to see if I can get an advantage on where they are. I didn't actually see where they went, so I'm going to get a vantage point from a higher location. So here I am at the top of the hill, and I'm looking down, seeing if I can actually see these people, or person, and I'm not really seeing anything right now. That's pretty obvious. But in just a little bit, I hear something. I'm going to change back to my M14 because I'm going to be moving back down the mountain, and I don't think I'm going to be needing a sniper rifle if I'm going to be a lot closer to them. So just preparing for the future, and now I am down the hill and moving closer to the actual airstrip, and I hear some shooting. That means that there's obviously multiple people here, and someone was killed, so that makes that for sure that someone else is here. And now I hear honking. Not just from one, but two people. So I know that there's multiple people around, and I switched to my sniper rifle once again to hopefully get a vantage point on someone that might be derping around with their horns. And I haven't really seen the people actually honking their horns, but I'm assuming that one of those people were the same person that I saw come into the airfield. So I switched back to my M14 because I'm in between some walls, and this weapon's going to make for a lot better CQB rather than a sniper rifle. And if you didn't see, there's a little movement over there and another dead person. So I did in fact see another player, and if you read that, it said 2 players left, meaning I am the second person along with one other. So it's down to the final 2, and I pull out my sniper rifle to hopefully get a shot on him, but frankly I did not. He was definitely out of sight. So as you can see, the blue circle on my GPS in the bottom right hand corner, and I actually just saw that player, as you can also see, and I'm going to be returning fire after I saw him and he shot at me. So I'm on this direction, and I'm looking to where he is and hoping that he pokes his head out so I can shoot. And so I try to flank around and take a look, and I get shot up from behind, and I had the totally wrong direction. At this point, I'm trying to go into my inventory and bandage up, but in that time, I died. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe.